top lane. For Fnatic, it's Whippo with 12 unique champions played. G2's Wunder never ceases to amaze as the top lane ambulance takes over. In the jungle, for Fnatic, it's self-made barreling his way into ganks. And for G2 Esports, it's Jankos, Europe's back-to-back split MVP. In the mid lane, Fnatic's nemesis slithers into lane. G2's mid laner Perks, the greatest Western player of all time. In the bot lane, the weapon of EU. It's Fnatic's Reckless! G2's Caps has silenced the haters in the bottom lane. In support, roaming to wreck your lane, it's Hylissang! G2's Mickey has a death sentence targeted at your soul. Rock, paper, scissors. Mickey comes out on top. 7-time champions Fnatic. 6-time champions G2. The greatest rivalry in League of Legends. Fnatic versus G2.
Seeing monsters at your window. No, you can't sleep. You pretend though. You don't have to play the hero.
G2 have been in every single LEC final we have ever had. One of those two teams has participated. Fnatic, over 15 splits, have got 7 titles. G2, in 9 splits, have won more than half the time. 6 titles for them. If G2 win today, they will equal Fnatic's record 7 titles in the LEC.
Thing again today, but already we're getting some action as Selfmade looks for a gank top.
Flash in from Whippo means that Wunder will flash in response. Trading. I don't know if Jankos knows that Selfmade's here. Soon they should realize Whippo's going to get land the chains down. Selfmade with the Sonic Wave hits the resonating strike on Jankos and forces him away. Whippo looking for a little bit more damage as Wunder lands the knockup, but Wunder is going to be able to get back underneath his tower. Selfmade's still on the chase, no level 6 for him yet. Brittle would have done a lot of damage, but now with Whippo being level 6, I wonder if Wunder can stay around behind his tower, because he's not yet hit that ultimate mark, and here comes the call of the Forge God against the one who usually prays for him, but a great Bellow's Breath will stop it in its tracks, and Whippo dies! Incredible play from Wunder there to anticipate the ult. And the Dragon is secured. Exhaust goes down on Jankos as he looks to try and get away, but he's gobbled up and spat out by Hylissang, and there's a lot of damage coming out from the Inferno. Reckless with his first kill of the game, and Fnatic's first of the series. Perk's going to shuffle his way away as Wunder's teleported in. He does have that call of the Forge God, but I don't think G2 want to take this fight, as Fnatic have the river control, have the Dragon.
Maybe I can actually get a collapsive from the rest of my team, ends up getting punished, but look at Wunder behind, he has the ult.
There are both flashes available for Fnatic, and with the TP coming in, you can see Nemesis wants to join this party. Mickey, low, underneath the turret. The flank is on. It's 5 members in the bottom lane, only 8 minutes. Fnatic unwilling to give up on this fight as they have been through the entire split. Mickey's going to flash away, just about manages to survive. Perk's on his way across as well. Has yet to join this fight, though, so it's a 4v5 still in favor of Fnatic, but they've already lost one. And here comes the double knockup, and here comes Perks from the side. It's a double for Cogmore, and Fnatic find themselves running back towards their base, limping away as G2 take 2.
Fnatic, yet G2 was able to find the outplay. Let's see if Whippo can get something back. He's lying in wait. Mickey, very low, no summoner spells.
Selfmade's on his way as well. Bwipo trying to get on towards Mickey, gets the damage down, and there is the kill. Now Bwipo in the middle of a lot of minions here. Caps has the red buff, that's ticking away. Only Vampire Scepter on him though as Selfmade flashes forward. Caps doesn't get the flash away from the Sonic Wave, and he is shut down by Fnatic.
Around the map, they've secured themselves the first tower. They've now reclaimed gold advantage, and now they're looking for a collapse in top lane.
Trying to catch out Caps, the flash forward from Hylissang. There's the Dragon's Rage, and there goes Selfmade. His first kill on the board as Jankos comes in with the Cataclysm, trying to lock Hylissang in place. The thick skin won't save him for too long, but he's not tanking up the tower. Perk shuffling in from the side will be able to take down the Tahm Kench, and it's a 1-for-1 trade in the top lane.
And they're going to try and use their numbers to push in mid. Oh, as they go on to Nemesis.
Nemesis put down the cage and thought he was safe, but Perks and Jankos have something else to say. Second kill of the game for Perks, and now that dragon is pretty easy for G2.
Pretty cleanly. Now Perks looking to hold onto the mid lane. Bwipo knows that Perks has no ultimate, but he doesn't know that Wunder's right behind him.
Yeah, the Kingslayer will heal up Bwipo just a bit, but the Call of the Forge God is too little too late. Shutdown goes down as Bwipo overextends a little bit in the mid lane.
Yeah.
This is your Voyage used by Hylissang. Twin Shadows come out as well as Caps is slowed down. They're going to lock him up with the Gravitum. He's actually just stuck in place. The Exhaust comes down and teleports here from G2 to try and join this fight. But Wunder is a long way away as Hylissang's already fallen. Wunder goes in. Call of the Forge God comes down, looking for the knock-up on Bwipo, and Reckless doesn't land it on either. Mickey low. Selfmade kicks him away and takes his life, but Perks is now going to jump forward as Selfmade gets the Wild Growth stolen away from Mickey. Wunder jumping in as well as Perks goes on a rampage, and this is devastation! G2 have just wiped Fnatic away in the mid lane, and it's only Reckless left alive. Caps, Jankos, and Wunder looking to slay the Aphelios, or if they can't, take this tower and get that dragon.
Engaging with this composition is quite difficult. They're very reliant on using these spooky ghosts, the slows, combined with the field from the Veigar to trap targets in this point, but a quick flash comes out from Caps to be able to disengage. The TPM from Wunder actually isn't that needed this early on into the fight because a great stopwatch from Jankos buys enough time for Caps and Perks to reposition. Selfmade tries to get something back. He does find a quick execute onto Mickey, but he also then baits the rest of Fnatic too close to the fight, allowing for a good knockup from Wunder. The ultimate comes through from Perks, who just barely dies at the very end, and Reckless is the only one left standing, which means that G2's going to have control, and Fnatic, well, I think they should stall, they're instead going to look for another fight.
Moonlight Vigil used, the cage is down as well as Bwipo's looking for Jankos. If he can catch him out, they could win this fight, but Fnatic just have to back away from it. Wunder wasn't even there, wasn't even in the fray as Bwipo jumps forward. There's the Cataclysm jumping onto Caps, but Bwipo is caught out and he's already down. And now Nemesis is going to get chased out with the Call of the Forge God as well. Wunder looking for the flank position, Perk shuffling forward. How's the flash? Has the Streamer shuffle available if he wants it as well, but instead G2 just back away. Might just be gone before Fnatic can even get there. Hylissang's checking into it. Now he knows that G2 are on it. The pound already gone, it's down. And there's no one here from Fnatic to really follow up on a fight. Hylissang's going to try and step forward, but G2 are just willing to back away. So okay, we'll take all 5. A level down on Wunder, but with the Abyssal Voyage coming in, that's right in the middle of all of G2, and Hylissang jumps straight into his own demise as Caps opens up. The Exhaust coming out, Hylissang able to flash away, but now Wunder looking for the Call of the Forge God, looking for the knockup, lands it, and Caps will get the kill. Nemesis flanking with the TP, he's exhausted as well. Bwipo now forced underneath the towers, Perks slides his way in and flashes forward. Bwipo underneath the turret will fall very soon. Nemesis, well, you're caught in the middle of all 4 of the G2 players, and you're going to go down as well. G2 with a clean 4-0, and they're going to look to push in and perhaps end this game.
I think this was the last-ditch effort from Fnatic. They recognized that these fights were only going to get harder. They saw that Azir was in the mid lane and they thought, maybe we can find a fight before Perks can collapse. But even in the 4v5, G2 was far too strong. And now with 5 members and a Baron buff, they're going to look to end the game.
Selfmade and Hylissang, last chance saloon on this defense as G2 are pushing on the Nexus turrets, and really what can Elise Sin and the Tahm Kench do? Selfmade tries to do something but really ends up doing absolutely nothing at all. The second Nexus tower will fall, and G2 are back to winning ways. They will take the first game against Fnatic.
Caps were able to get to lane in time, they felt a lot more comfortable being aggressive. As we actually see a bit of an all-in the bot lane.
But Jankos is here. Hylissang flash forward, and now Jankos could gobble up that catfish with open arms. There's the slow, and Hylissang's going to get knocked up. Still has the thick skin, going to use it early on as Caps looks to get the damage in, and Hylissang is low. He's ticking away. One more auto is enough, and Jankos gets first blood. Wow.
Okay, very aggressive play from the Fnatic
duel. Around the corner, Selfmade coming in through the river. Caps has the flash, has the heal to get away from this. Selfmade going in, looking for the pillars, going to land it on Mickey, but here comes the turnaround as Jankos joins the fray. More just to force Fnatic away than anything else. Fnatic very quick on goal attention around that mid lane, and now the Castlin becomes pretty difficult to gank. If you're using that bit force Rift walk wisely. You should be able to get away. Wunder with the Let's Bounce going to stop Whippo from landing the Call of the Forge God. Wunder still has his passive. Whippo walking away, doesn't really have too much mana left as Wunder continues to get the auto attacks in, but can't quite get the final ones to kill Whippo. We'll be able to force Whippo away from the tower because Jankos is on his way up.
They have a scaling advantage. And so they're going to disengage from this, and they're going to
Whippo.
play for plates.
Oh,
Whippo. Double
Whippo.
TP's bot.
Oh, Whippo staring into the eyes of death, and those eyes are the double TP from G2. Shurima shuffles him back, and he's gone. Whippo was like, guys, it's fine, I can defend the turret. And G2 like, not today, my friend.
Close the gap, or like get within close range. Ooh, as we see a bit of an engage.
G2 trying to force the flash out of Hylissang here. He's holding on to it for dear life, and Selfmade's coming around the corner. Hylissang still with his flash up. Will be able to get away. Caps thinking about Blast coming across the wall. Won't do it. Whippo in the mid lane is going to face the pain of Perks and Wunder. But Selfmade's on his way as well. Whippo's just going to take a bit of chunk damage out here. Even with the Let's Bounce coming out, Selfmade able to join the fray and stop his teammate from falling.
They will be forced to disengage from the river. G2 is now looking for a collapse onto Rekkles and Hylissang.
Rekkles gets the double Moonlight Vigil stun. Jankos, of course, doesn't have the ult. There's the heal from Rekkles. Going to get knocked up with the Wild Growth, though. Good Devour from Hylissang will keep Rekkles alive, and now the fight is going to turn because the teleport's coming in from Nemesis. He joins the fight. Still only level 10. Doesn't have that second point in his ultimate, but Wunder has to flash away. Perks coming in from the side, but we're not here. Doesn't have the TP to join the fight, and Perks can get a supreme flank off. There's one down as Rekkles falls. Nemesis trying to run away as well as Perks is just shredding through them. Hylissang's going to get the passive out of Wunder, but that's not going to be enough as he falls as well. 3 kills to 0 in favor of G2.
And it was Fnatic choosing to go for the re-engage when they should have just looked to back off. So and then G2 aptly punished them.
Perks chasing Nemesis off towards the side here as Wunder comes in with the stretching strike. Is going to get the connection, but Nemesis should just be able to get his way. Attack fast. He's got triple dagger. Whippo's going to use the ult in the bottom lane. I feel this is more just to push Wunder away from the turret than anything else, but with the Abyssal Voyage coming in, actually the chase is on. Whippo, you don't have a knockup, you don't have a way to stop him from getting out. Wunder just TPs away. That's alcove gaming for you right there.
Yeah, that is indeed some high quality alcove gaming. Whippo control this side of the map.
Perks can just shuffle away here, looking to get away from Whippo. Exhaust has gone down on him as well, but he does still have the flash with the Emperor's Divide. He can stop Whippo, but a great use of the Bellow's Breath from Whippo meant he walked straight through the wall. Those bouncers not earning their paycheck today, but Dragon is up in 23 seconds. Rift Herald has been used down towards that bottom lane. And I do wonder, actually, if Fnatic continue pushing the way they're pushing, do they lose an inhibitor tower here? Do they lose an inhibitor? Because they don't have the Abyssal Voyage to come across. They've just got one recall off. It's Whippo. Nemesis is still pushing in the top lane. He does have TP to join this fight.
To catch him off guard. This then gives them prio over mid, and the adaptation that G2 made was using the Herald bot. We don't have time as another fight is kicking off.
Hylissang still has the flash teleport coming in. That's Whippo joining this fight. Nemesis is coming in from the middle lane as well. And now perhaps G2 will overextend because Perks is yet to join this fray. Call of the Forge God coming out. Whippo's going to land the knockup onto Jankos, who flashes away himself. And now Fnatic funneled into the river. Perks has the flank position, but he's on a control ward, so he's spotted out. Wunder jumping forward, lands on Hylissang. Whippo forced off towards the bottom side of the fight. Perks trying to get the damage down, but Nemesis is still very healthy. But so is Rekkles in this fight. Whippo coming in, can't quite land the knockup. Selfmade has to get out of the fight as Whippo is the first to fall. G2 looking for the fight as they continue to push forward in the river. And Hylissang is forced away, but you can still see Rekkles and Nemesis still very healthy. Nemesis doesn't have that much mana. Wunder's going to be the first to fall on the side of G2. Fnatic opening up. Rekkles trying to do what he can, but Jankos with the stopwatch will stop them in their tracks. The sentry goes down, and G2 retreat back towards the Dragon as well on Caps, and they're just going to start it up.
What?
So Nemesis has teleport, Whippo does not. They have seen. They know that they're there. They know that they're doing it as Nemesis is going to teleport into this, but this could be another quick Baron from G2. I don't know if Fnatic are going to get there in time because there's only 1,000 HP left on it, and now it's gone. The Call of the Forge God coming out. Fnatic have to look to try and take this fight because G2, if they get out alive, they can just push through the side lane. Selfmade's already dead. Jankos takes him, and now Rekkles trying to open up, but he's been caught in Cataclysm, devoured up by Hylissang, but you have to watch Rekkles as he is spat out into all of G2. 4-0 in favor of G2. They are demolishing Fnatic in these fights.
To take game 2. Let's jump into the replay, and as you mentioned, Medic, this ward spotted G2 out, but G2's Baron is so quick that it doesn't matter, and I just want you to watch Caps in this situation because he looks like he's trapped, right? The pillar is there, but look, he just stands still. He just melts through Selfmade, he melts through Nemesis, even with an exhaust, he melts through Whippo, and this is the power of Lulu Kog'Maw. It used to be a menace, Medic. I forget which worlds it was, but it was the go-to bot lane.
The big thing we've been asking this entire game is, well, right now we're asking, can Whippo get away? Because one more auto would be enough. Living Artillery coming down from Caps. Can't quite find the second connection. Can't quite find the third. The fourth is dodged by Whippo, and he will escape. The Nexus Tower is now the focus. 23 minutes in, G2 are trying to up the speed from the last game. The tempo is rising and G2 are diving into the race, into the Nexus turrets as the shutdown comes out. Jankos already gone down, but Caps is unstoppable. Kills the Ornn, and now Bwipo is dead. Nemesis trying to do what he can. Wunder's low, but now the Nexus Towers are just the target for G2. They could just end the game right here, right now. Nemesis stepping forward, trying to get onto Caps. He jumps in, but immediately he's exhausted. Pulse the stopwatch. Perks doing what he can down towards the bottom side, zoning out. Reckless going to shove them back into the team as well, and that's the ace for G2. That's the ace for G2, and they go 2-0 up in this series. This series is because Selfmade's pretty darn good on the champion. 9-1 across the course of the LEC spring split. And we'll see what he decides to do early on. Right now, Wunder and Bwipo on the opposite side of the matchup. Actually, Caps almost stunned up here, but going to try and turn this back around. The exhaust has been used, heal used as well by Reckless, and Jankos is in the right place at the right time. Wunder showing Bwipo a little bit of the hammer as he brings the pain down in the top lane. Shouldn't be able to kill Bwipo entirely, but he does with the brittle. Manages to get him dead. Reckless has to flash away in the bottom lane, and it's all gone pear-shaped for Fnatic.
What is going on right now, Medic? This isn't the Fnatic that we were promised. This is some weird. What has happened? Bwipo dying 1v1. Sure, like, okay, people would joke about this in the past, but this dude has been incredibly consistent. And in this matchup, one where he brought the Zac out, because he did do a solo start, but even then, like, we're seeing some very surprising performances from this Fnatic squad, and G2 are just quick to take advantage of it.
Bwipo has to flash away. He's trying to get onto his Bloblets as quickly as possible, but he might just be dead. Wunder, all you have to do is land one more Bellows Breath, and Bwipo cannot survive. Wunder just kills Bwipo, squashes him like a bit of Play-Doh.
Yeah, Wunder is just smurfing on Bwipo right now. He also doesn't have teleport, so Wunder, who was already at an advantage after getting that initial solo kill.
Expected. Hylissang trying to trade here on towards Caps. Mickey doesn't have the flash. Root is going to come out there, but Hylissang looking for the concussive blows. One more auto would be enough, but he's overstayed as Caps opens up with the Inferno. One more auto will get him the kill, and now Reckless is on the receiving end of a lot of hurt here. Caps trying to do what he can, but he has overstayed. Nemesis teleporting in behind as Reckless falls. Mickey's going to go down as well, and now Jankos underneath the turret is tanking this up, and this could be what Fnatic need to get a hold back in this game. They pick up 3 kills in the bottom lane. A double goes to Nemesis, and Fnatic have started fighting back.
And Fnatic finally get on the board, but it looked a little shaky at the start of that play.
Caps doesn't have flash.
Selfmade now looking for a gank bot.
Caps has no flash, doesn't really have a way to get away from this. Mickey has a flash, but he's not even going to get the chance to use it. Good kill there from Fnatic in the bottom lane. They even out that scoreboard there.
And now that he's reached a point where his trades are going much more in his favor, definitely a much more comfortable position for him. Meanwhile, on the bot side of the map, G2 are looking to utilize the Rift Herald to try and secure an early tab, but a TP comes through from Fnatic.
Fnatic don't want this to happen. This is Bwipo coming in behind. Teleport used by G2 as well. Jankos rooted up. He gets the subjugate off just in time, and Bwipo, of course, does not have his passive. Here's the call of the Forge God. Hylissang eats it up with the Unbreakable Wall, and here come the rest of Fnatic looking for the fight. Selfmade coming in from the side. There's no perks here yet, and Wunder's going to get locked up. A great cast as Nemesis slides in and shuffles Fnatic back, and G2 have lost 2 already. Perks trying to come in from the side. He can get a lot of damage down with these missiles if he can connect, but he can't quite find his mark. Fnatic get 2 kills in the bottom lane.
Yeah, really good play here from Fnatic. They're still a little bit behind in gold because of the tower plates that G2 picked themselves up for.
And G2 trying to capitalize on that top lane disadvantage for Bwipo. Bwipo still doesn't have his passive, doesn't have his ult, doesn't have his flash, and really doesn't have a hope in hell of surviving this one unless he does something miraculous. Bwipo locked up underneath the turret, and he will fall. G2 get the kill. Wunder his 3rd on the board. Hylissang had to use his exhaust. Reckless having to flash away here because G2 just continually put the pressure on. They find these little advantages. You can see there both Hylissang and Reckless thought they were safe, but a tornado locked up Reckless. Now he's burnt his flash, going to use the bullet time, but the call of the Forge God is coming out to try and stop it. Hylissang knocked up with the Ram. Nemesis fighting off towards Perks in the side lane. Perks landing a lot of those missiles, but Nemesis and his soldiers are doing absolute work. Perks has to flash away. And at the moment, Nemesis is in the advantage in that 1v1. Fnatic just forced in the mid lane, looking for this turret. They're going to take that tower pretty quickly as Bwipo jumps forward and the damage comes out, and Caps is deleted off the face of Summoner's Rift. Nemesis goes on a rampage, and now Fnatic have easy access to the river.
So you can see what happens when Janna isn't there to protect the Aphelios. The low mobility AD carry very easily gets dived on by the Zac and instantly melted. And that's ideally what Mickey wants to be doing, as you just saw on your screen against the Zac, but he was sitting in Fog of War. He caught Caps unawares.
Baron here from Fnatic. hylissang has been locked up. He's going to try and put the damage back onto Wunder, but he's already used the Unbreakable, so he has to burn his flash. Now hylissang trying to re-engage with Selfmade. There's the concussive blows. Nemesis off towards the side is distracting 4 members of G2 as Wunder's being jumped on by Whipper. The Moonlight Vigil doesn't quite land. Nemesis putting the damage down onto Caps. He's still alive just for the moment, but now he'll die. Caps gets it. G2 able to get out 5 players strong. Fnatic on the defensive now as Caps opens up with the shurikens. Wunder's looking for the home guards, trying to chase down Rekkles. Doesn't have the Call of the Forge God, no slow yet, and that strut is going to speed up Rekkles. hylissang, though, caught out, trying to jump back with the stand beside me, and there's the Make It Rain to get the slow on G2. hylissang might be sacrificed here. Rekkles will be able to get away, just walks away by himself. But hylissang, oh, does he have another W? Can he jump across the wall once again? Rekkles going to have to use the Blast Cone to make sure he escapes to safety. No Baron, but a kill for G2.
Yeah, and this is where Fnatic is forcing G2's hand. Hey, are you going to give up the Drake or are you going to give up the Baron? G2 are trying to contest both. Caps is soloing the Drake as Fnatic are starting this objective off, and G2 are just trying to buy time. Look at the flank from Whippo.
Whippo in a great position, but he's not going to use the Elastic Slingshot. The Baron down to 4,000 HP as Fnatic try and do it. Wunder jumping in, the damage coming out as hylissang gets low. But look at the damage already on Jankos. He's down. That's the jungler. No smite available. Caps still on his way to join the team. Monsoon used by Mickey. The Baron ever lower as the Call of the Forge God comes out. hylissang almost chunked out. He's going to fall, and now Fnatic are retreating back towards the top lane. But Whippo is the next target for G2. They'll put him into his passive. The Bloodlust form, and Fnatic cannot defend them. 2 kills to G2, and they will chase Fnatic away. Will they continue on this? Because they could just turn towards the Baron. Teleport used by Nemesis to get away, and G2 decide not to do the Baron.
Yeah, a lot of weight is going to be on the shoulders of Nemesis. He is incredibly strong with these 3 items, and we see a lot of ults being thrown around, Medic.
Oh, bullet time comes out. Mickey's just about able to survive, and there, here comes the re-engage as Whippo jumps in. Wunder doing a lot of damage with the Call of the Forge God coming out. Selfmade's going to fall, and now Whippo is caught out all by himself. 5 members strong. G2 continue to push in. Whippo almost goes down. The Moonlight Vigil not going to have enough damage as Rekkles opens up on Wunder. They trade it 1-for-1 so far in the fight as Nemesis is able to put the soldiers up and force G2 away. Instead, he goes forward. Has to flash away. Caps trying to get forward, trying to get the damage down as Nemesis will fall underneath the turret. And now it's 2-for-1 in favor of G2, and their eyes turn straight back towards the Baron.
Yeah, with Nemesis dead, this is a great opportunity for G2 to actually start this one off. They have the protection from Mickey as well, but with 3 members of Fnatic alive, of course they're going to look to contest this. Zac is up, that engage tool is primed and ready to go. The damage from Rekkles is there as well. Let's see who is able to come out on top.
One good double up could kill a player from G2. Jankos is so low. Rekkles going to put the Make It Rain down. Caps is tanking up the Baron right now. Whippo stopped in his tracks as the Howling Gale meets the Elastic Slingshot, and now he's dead. Rekkles and hylissang, it's all on you. You have to do something here because the Baron's already fallen. Jankos going to open up on hylissang. He puts down the Unbreakable. Selfmade's going to join the fray as well as Jankos goes low, but hylissang's dead. The flash away. Wunder TP'd in behind him, and he meets Rekkles. They shut him down, and now with the Baron, G2 could have turned this game. Fnatic looked to be the favourites, but G2 are fighting strong.
It might not be enough, but they're knocking on the doors of the base. The teleports are coming through. Only 2 members of Fnatic are currently alive. This could very well be the game.
Whippo's back up now. Selfmade's up as well as Nemesis. The hylissang's just about to respawn, but G2 are looking to end this one as quickly as they can. Selfmade jumps in. They shut down the Corki, and they're looking for the Caps as well. Whippo jumps onto the back line, but Nemesis is already dead. And Caps is going to open up on Whippo. Selfmade, hylissang, you got to get in there. You got to fight with your teammate because Rekkles is on his way. It's a double for Caps. 8-3-4 on the day in the game against his former team. And the bullet time coming out. G2 will back away. They won't take the Nexus, but they have taken so much from Fnatic.
Wow, that was very intense. Now been caught out, very low HP. G2, they're going back in.
G2 looking for the re-engage as hylissang has stepped a little bit too far forward. Caps can't find the moonshot, but hylissang is getting chunked out. He's almost dead. He's done. Caps goes legendary. And Rekkles now tries to open up, but he just doesn't have the damage. He's only at 2 items. Caps has so much DPS in comparison. Slowly towards the base as G2 go quickly in the top lane. That inhibitor tower is already dead. They're looking for the inhib next. Wunder doing what he can in the mid lane to try and force Fnatic back, but that inhibitor's gone as the elastic slingshot comes in, stopped in his tracks. Bwipo already almost in his passive, has to use the stopwatch, and Perks off towards the side is just zoning the rest of Fnatic. Hylissang flashes forward and misses the Winter's Bite, and now Bwipo's in his passive, gone down into his second life. Can he come back alive? The Monsoon used by the Janna just to try and heal up his teammates. Hylissang's done, Bwipo's done, and perhaps Fnatic are done as Nemesis is caught underneath the Nexus towers. A double kill for Perks. Reckless tries to do what he can with the bullet time, but he just can't do enough. G2 take 4, Caps goes legendary, and G2 are looking to dive Reckless on the fountain. G2 are inevitable, G2 are inescapable. Europe, G2 are your spring split champions as they take down the Nexus and claim in the end their 7th title, matching the record set by Fnatic. 7 titles for G2.
Pick up my sword, yeah, there's nothing I won't do. When you sound